James. Thank you, everybody, for taking your time out and allowing us to serve you. On this platform, every teaching that is shared with you is a universal teaching, applicable to all religions and to those who do not believe in any religion. It's the same teaching. If you follow the teachings that I am sharing with you, in time, you will have a beautiful life that you can live without stress. These are life-changing teachings. Authentic, ancient, straight from the scriptures, not polluted, not diluted, but practical, delivered with love. The ambition of this forum is very simple. Whoever you belong to, whichever religion you belong to, whichever faith you belong to, stay there, stay there, stay there. But to find those common values which bind us together as human beings. Today we want to talk about enlightenment. What is enlightenment? How can we achieve enlightenment in a very simple way? Close your eyes, settle your mind, please. Let's go back in time. The sun was beginning to set. The evening congregation, the divan, was about to start. And there was an excitement, a buzz, that the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, was going to give his darshan. Darshan means vision, physical vision, to the Sangat. The divan was prepared. Kirtani are those who are singers of the Shabds. They had their instruments out and they were singing the Shabds. And the Sangat was sitting on the floor listening. Guruji walks into the divan. He had a falcon on one shoulder, dressed like a prince, surrounded by his 5 beloved. He walked up to his throne and sat down. The healing effects of the hymns of the divine were cooling the hearts and minds of the lovers of the divine. Eventually, the divan, the congregation, the prayer time was over. And many people gathered together to get a glimpse of Guruji. A farm worker walks into the Sangat. Sangat is the congregation. He had done a hard day's work. And as he was walking by, he noticed that there was this congregation, that Guruji was here. And not wanting to miss the opportunity, He rushes into the Sangat with his dirty clothes. And there was a huge line in front of him. And people were taking prasad. Prasad is what you call holy food. It's something which is blessed, offered. It's an offering made to the Prophet, and then people eat from that, his prasad. And he wanted some prasad, a blessing of Guruji. He was in a rush. It was getting dark. And the route home was dangerous. And in his rush, he did not even tie his oxen. They were left outside. So panicking, he approaches a sevadar. What is a sevadar? Sevadar is somebody who looks after the instructions of the Guru. And everybody has their own instructions. And this particular person, his instructions was to give everybody the prasad. And he goes to the sevadar. He goes, look, I'm in a rush. I have to go. If you could, please give me the prasad first. I have a long way to go, and my ox is unattended. The sevadar tells him to go to the back of the line. And he pleads with this man, please, I have a very long way to go. Could you just give me some prasad, some holy food? How long is it going to take you? You have it in your hand. But the sevadar refuses. And this argument went on for a minute or two, and eventually the sevadar, the one who was appointed by the Guru to serve the Sangat, the congregation, holds this man's arm and pushes this man back behind the lane. Behind the line. And as he did this, a drop of prasad fell out of his hands. The old man picks up the prasad, disappointed by the way he was treated, but equally happy that he managed to get some blessing of the Guru, was about to walk away when he had another push in the back. Why can you not stand still? Why are you jumping around like a bear? Why are you jumping around like a bear? I want you to pay very particular attention to this. The old man, very upset, walks away. Time passes, and sometimes later on, a few years down the line, a man walks in with a bear. He approaches the divine to take permission to entertain the Sangat, the congregation, with some juggling. And the bear could do some dancing acts. Guruji agrees. And towards the evening, after the evening congregation had finished their hymns, all the Sangat watched as the session started, laughing and joking at the bear while he was performing his act. Standing behind Guruji was one of his disciples. His name was Kirtiya, Bhai Kirtiya. And Bhai Kirtiya burst out laughing. After the performance, Guruji turns around and asks Bhai Kirtiya, why were you laughing? Kirtiya replied that the bear act was funny. It was hilarious. Guruji had a rather solemn, sad look on his face. Kirtiya, do you know who that bear was? The whole ambience of the room changed. Kirtiya and the Sangat went quiet. Kirtiya, I ask you one more time, do you know who that bear was? No, replied Kirtiya, I do not know. Kirtiya, that bear is your father. Kirtiya and the Sangat were shocked. My father? Yes, your father who died a few years back. How can my father go into a life of a bear? He performed so much devotional service to you, not only to you, but also to your divine father, Guru Tegh Bahadur. Surely this cannot be the result of his devotional service. Guruji has a long sigh and narrates the whole story and said, Kirtiya, despite all my teachings of love and tolerance and peace and virtues and how to look after, how to behave, the words that you use, your father abused an old man who had come to see me several years back. I have instructed each and every one of my followers to treat everyone as honorable divine guests. He became angry and cursed the poor man. Kirtiya, in the world of spirituality, it is not how long you spend with me, it's what you've learned from me and how you've applied it in your life. And he used those words, why are you jumping around like a bear? This is not acceptable behavior from the one who wishes to serve the divine. Your father created his own karma, and now he has to come and live those words. My son, respect each and every word that comes out of your mouth. Now here, before we go into the evaluation, I want to share with you on Facebook. I hear so many people use the F word, the S word, and they're using God in the same language. And these teachings are very important teachings. If you have any ambition to rise to your higher self, then you have to be very careful. Every true spiritualist has a desire to reach their higher self. What is a higher self? It's the true nature beyond any experience. What we see with our eyes, with our senses, is the worldly experience. But to rise above it, to our true nature. How can we do that? There is what you call a soul bride. A soul bride is that individual who has become pleasing to the divine. Soul bride. A soul goes to a soul bride and asks, how did you become pleasing to your soul husband? The soul bride replied, listen, my sister, to become pleasing to your soul husband, you need to adopt 3 key values. Kavan so akhar kavan guna, kavan so maniya manta. Scriptures. What is that word? What is that virtue? And what is that mantra? This is a soul bride asking an enlightened soul. Kavan so ve so kari, jit vasyave kant. Tell me, my sister, what are those clothes which I can wear to captivate my divine husband, Lord? What's the reply? Nevan so akhar khavna guna, jehva maniya manta, etre bhane viskar, tavas ave kant. Listen, my sister. Your first word is humility, humbleness. That is the first value, the first robe. Then forgiveness. That is the second virtue. And make sweet speech your magic mantra. Sweet speech. Beautiful words. Sweet words. Decorate the temple of your heart with these three robes, O sister, and you will captivate your husband, Lord. The word was a gift given to us to communicate with others. However, words are a powerful gift for us to communicate with the divine. Words belong to the divine. And any words that come from the Maya, our lower state of our being, will lose the privilege of divine shelter. And understand this, please. These are real serious teachings. If you want to follow the divine, observe your words. Understand, the tongue is the rudder to the human vessel of the body. As a boat has a rudder, and this tongue, this rudder of the human vessel, can calmly steer this mind and body into the soothing waters of the divine or into the aggression of Maya. It's the same tongue steering us. A tongue is a very small organ, but it carries immense power. Like a small uncontrolled flame can burn the whole town, so an uncontrolled tongue with a sharp word, a loose statement, a callous word can cause inferno of human feelings that cannot be extinguished. Understand one thing, the tongue represents our heart. The words we speak reflect the state of our heart and the thought, whether they be drowning in Maya or imbued in love of the divine. Jo ji hoye so ugwe moh ka kehe aawao. Whatever is inside us will come out in words. In our spoken word lies the power of life and death. Our words can stir violence and hatred and bitterness. Our words can be filled with love and forgiveness. And a true spiritualist understands that every time we use warm, loving words pleasing to the divine, listen to this, we are fueling that spiritual power within us that will speed our spiritual journey towards enlightenment. Let me repeat that again. A spiritualist understands that every time we use warm, loving words which are pleasing to the divine, we are fueling that spiritual power within us that will speed our spiritual journey towards enlightenment. And understand this also, that every time we use words that are not pleasing to the divine, we are simply diffusing the spiritual potential within us. So the next time you use the F word and the S word, think carefully, if you're a spiritualist, the damage that you are doing to yourself. So we must root our spoken word as close as possible to the values of the divine. In this way, you will keep your words sacred. Manda ke senaya kiye pad akhar eho bujhiye. Understand one thing the divine says. Do not use your words to slander anyone. Anyone. Put value to your word. The more we talk recklessly, the more we diffuse our spiritual energy, the more spiritually empty we will become. Please let me repeat this again. The more we talk recklessly, the more we diffuse our energy, and the more spiritually empty we will become. Words can take you from your gross mind all the way to the 10th gate. Equally, your words can drop you from the top all the way to the gross mind. Words can take you to your higher being and can bring eternal life. Please understand one thing. In the law of karma, every careless word will carry accountability. It's simple. Every careless word. Words have vibrations. Words project energy. Words attract energy. Words will spread positive energy into the environment. Words are not simple sounds. Words have real power. Words convey the type of people we are. For the word is a reflection of the state of our character, our thought, and our feelings. And indeed, a very powerful gift. Do not let any bad talk come from your mouth. And this is for the serious spiritualist. These are deep spiritual teachings. Use your words to build and make sure your words are full of grace. Our words are an overflow of our heart. That heart which belongs to the divine will be reflected by the word. Amrit Bani Bhagt Jana ki meri jindadiye man suniye har level aaye Ram. If we sincerely wish to achieve our higher self, then we must be acutely aware of our words. We must remember that before we open our mouths, we are the master of the word. After we have spoken, then those spoken words becomes our master. They dictate our destiny. The failure to master our tongue will destroy every grace that we have accumulated in our lives. Remember, when we speak, our spoken word is heard by the ear. It drops into the soul. And in the soul, it will have a profound effect. So whatever goes into the ears will drop into our soul. It's a very simple process. When we listen to things recklessly, there is a damage going on inside. I can tell you from somebody who practiced meditation that if you say, and I've experienced this, you go to a party, you sit in the hall, you listen to songs, you come by home, and it could take you a week to realign your mind. That focus simply disappears. That is how effective these words can be. And this is why we're always told to keep in the Sangat of the divine, Sangat of the divine. And never justify, try to explain the harsh words we may have spoken, the ugly words, the unloving words, the condemning words, the ungracious words, the selfish words, the prideful communication is not okay. Not in the spiritual world. Try not to justify it with your own mind. Because the demon lies in our interpretation. If you want to spiritually progress, you have to submit yourself into the values of the divine. Like a seed which dies into the soil only to be reborn with its full potential. We have to die into the word of the divine only to be reborn as a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being. You see, our words can crush the faith of other people. We can destroy their hope. We can damage their identity. We can leave a legacy of darkness in their hearts and many others. Anything we harvest, we will have to eat in time. Our spoken word is a shabd, a bridge between us and the gross mind, leading to a higher nature towards enlightenment. Our words represent the type of consciousness we have. And the spoken word born from the divine values is like making a pilgrimage into the divine temple within us. And in this way, you will stir the mercy of the divine. And in this way, we will go back to our true source, our true enlightenment. This, my friends, is the reason why we have to focus on our words. Everything else is a gift. The stage of enlightenment is a gift. It is not something that we will achieve through our efforts. But we have to prepare ourselves. We have to make ourselves ready. This mind is held in the attachment of Maya. And we need to break free. Everything that we are attached to is all attached to this world. We need to break free. We need to go to the land of where there is no attachment whatsoever. The Maya is a gravity which is holding us down spiritually. It is not allowing us to go to the higher planes. And even if we do have some sort of a shift, very quickly it pulls us back down. Spirituality is all on simple things. But we need to understand who we are. You are the children of the divine, not the puppets of Maya. You are the children of the King of Kings. But we've lost our identity. There is no place for intellect in the world of spirituality. I can tell you that now. आप अगवाइए ता शह पाइए और कैसी चतराई. Like the seed submits to the soil to realize its beautiful potential, we have to submit to the divine. There is no ifs, no buts, no whys. Simply submit. And through that submission, we will evolve. There are many experiences you will experience in spirituality and meditation, many experiences. Stay with the basics. Here, when you concentrate here, this is the most dangerous place to concentrate because this is where all the tricks of Maya begins, all the illusions. Find a genuine, honest, experienced, blessed spiritual teacher. And bring those teachings into your heart. Understand one thing, please. A snake, there was a congregation in the sixth Guru's time, Guru Har Gobind, and a snake walks into the divan, slithers into the divan. And people panic, and they pick up their sticks to kill the snake. And the Guru said, no, leave him alone. So the snake comes up to the Guru, and it dies. And then a whole bunch of ants came out of the snake's body, and it started eating the snake's body. Everyone's watching this spectacle. And they asked the Guru, Guru, could you explain what is going on? Guruji said, yes, that snake was a teacher, a saint. He had no spiritual elevation himself. He was fooling people. And a lot of people pinned their hopes onto the snake, onto this man. He took their money, he was leading them, he was misusing their faith, but he was no leader, he was a hypocrite. He himself was drowning in Maya, and yet he was trying to say. And when he passed away, and as his people passed away, his so-called followers, they are now saying to him, save us, save us, save us. They're biting at him. They're having a retaliation. They're angry. Being a teacher, being a leader, being a spiritual leader, being a guru, being a Baba, people say to me, oh, can we call you Grandmaster? Can we call you Baba? I says, no, you can't. I'm your brother. Full stop. I'm no Baba. I know what a Baba is. I know what a master is. We are all brothers and sisters, and I say to all of you, connect with your spiritual text. Anybody who follows, you follow, they can only take you as far as their capacity goes. You have one life. You have a true teacher in your scriptures, whichever religion you belong to. People talk about religion and they say, oh, religion, religion. It's not religion. Religion simply means a way of life. Dharma is simply a way of life. But somewhere along the line, we've developed this allergy to this word, only because we haven't understood. This path is not about talking. Too much talking, you will spiritually empty yourself, believe me. And those who are searching, find a pure teacher who's got the capacity to carry you all the way to salvation. And those who want to lead, be careful. Make sure you've got the credibility, the spiritual power to do that. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time. We will get caught out. I tell you this, I share you this. And love. Don't argue about gods. My God, your God, my way, your way. Don't waste your time. And have control over your mouth. My master used to say, Ek job, saw sok. 1 moment of quietness, 1,000 moments of peace. Those who are full of substance, they don't do too much talking. The beauty that they have to leave inside just to come out and share is a big sacrifice for them. Once you've experienced the beauty of the inside, of the spirit world deep inside you, it's a sacrifice that they come out. Take one thing away from me, please, from today. Focus on your word. Let that be your meditation. If you are genuinely a spiritual seeker. If not, that's fine. God bless you all. Thank you so much